Hello there. So question, why does applied biomagnetic therapy work? If you read these success stories from patients, from receivers, then you'd be wondering, well, how come this works? Okay. Let me make clear from the start that we do not treat medical conditions. We do not treat medical conditions. Basically, we work with the sensations, the experiences, the fatigue, the symptoms, manifestations in the body that indicate something is out of balance. And as you can see, biomagnetic imbalance, microbial imbalance are the questions we work with. But still, it remains to be shown, why does this work so well and in so many cases? And the simple answer to that is that it asks the question, what is the fundamental cause of all illness manifestations in the body? So is it the microbes are out of balance? Is it the environment, chemicals? Is it an immune system issue? What is the fundamental cause of most illnesses? And the answer that we found consistently is trauma. A shock, an impact to the body that had an ability to suspend consciousness even for a few seconds. So shocks you would be familiar with in life, car accidents, falls, beatings, but even birth, even gestation in the womb, there can be a shock to the mother. 2, 3 years of age, 5 years of age, all kinds of things can happen to us that our level of maturity is not able to integrate. So it becomes a shock and it gets recorded in our body. First of all, it gets recorded in the brain. It can be recorded in the brainstem, the cerebellum, the cerebral medulla, or the cerebral cortex. And you know, it's been shown with MRI scans that you can see the imprint of trauma on the brain. But not only that, because these areas of the brain control various organs, control the blood supply, control digestion, metabolism, and so on, then these shocks manifest in the tissues and in the organs, showing usually a dysfunction. So we say that this is the fundamental cause. And so in applied biomagnetic therapy, we are going to train you not only to balance microbes and biomagnetic balance, but also how to work with releasing trauma from those areas of the brain where it's impacted, but also from the tissues of the body. We're going to show you how, for example, something like asthma in a child, or a better still example would be a child with asthma and a skin condition, eruptions in the skin. And, you know, what's the cause of that? So in many cases, breathing issues show up to be air deprivation from birth, where the child has their first panic attack and they can't get enough air. And this leads to a whole cascade of effects in the body. One of the most interesting of those is that the body can shut down the absorption of oxygen because it falsely believes that it's the air that's causing the fright, the terror, the fear of dying. Now, in our work in multidimensional medicine, applied biomagnetic therapy, this is one of the dimensions that we consider very seriously. As a practitioner, you don't necessarily want to become a trauma therapist, but you do want to be able to help your receivers, as we call them, with these kinds of issues. Let's take an example of what's becoming very well known as Lyme disease, which is generally regarded as being caused by a microbe called Borrelia, parasite called Babesia, Bartonellas, and many other co-infections. Question: why does one person who gets stung by a mosquito or a tick develop symptoms of fatigue and another person doesn't? Forest workers in Canada who get stung many times by all kinds of insects show that they have test positive for the Lyme infections like Borrelia, but don't have any symptoms. And again, our hypothesis would be, well, because their immune system has a different profile. It has not probably suffered multiple trauma, which impacts the immune system, and it means that one person will get an illness whereas another won't. This would apply to respiratory infections during the flu season and things like that. Yeah? So why it works is that's the main reason, because it goes to the source. We'll have plenty of information on this in the future, and by all means, if you'd like to explore it with us, love to talk to you. And so do please give us a call. Okay, the email and the phone number is on this website. Lovely to talk to you. Hope I see you soon. God bless for now.